The word canon just means a rule or measuring stick. What counts? So when people ask, how did the Bible's canon form? They're really asking, why these books and not others? Quick timeline, then the why. First, the Hebrew Scriptures, what many call the Old Testament. By around the 5th to 3rd centuries BCE, the Torah, the first 5 books, were already central. The prophets took longer. The writings took longer. Different Jewish communities read slightly different collections, especially those using the Greek Septuagint, Wisdom. 1 to 2 Maccabees. By the late 1st to 2nd century CE, Rabbinic Judaism largely converged on a 24-book Hebrew canon, the same content Protestants later number as 39, just grouped differently. Now, early Christians. They inherited the Jewish scriptures and added writings about Jesus and the apostles. In the 2nd century, there's a stress test. Figures like Marcion propose trimmed-down lists. Churches respond by clarifying what they already read in worship. We see snapshots, the Muratorian fragment, late 2nd century. Church fathers quote the Gospels. Church fathers quote Paul constantly. The first surviving list matching today's 27 New Testament books is in a 367 CE letter by Athanasius. Regional councils at Hippo, 393, and Carthage, 397-419, echo that in the Latin West. The criteria weren't secret. Apostolic connection, early date, consistent teaching, and widespread use across churches. In short, trusted authors, trusted message, trusted by many. So why do canons differ today? Protestants typically use 66 books, 39 Old Testament, 27 New Testament, aligning the Old Testament with the Hebrew canon. Roman Catholics include several deuterocanonical books from the Septuagint, affirming them at the Council of Trent in 1546. Eastern Orthodox traditions include most of those, and in some cases, a few additional texts confirmed in synods like Jerusalem in 1672. Manuscripts matter here. Discoveries like the Dead Sea Scrolls show the diversity of texts before the canon settled. Codex Sinaiticus, Codex Vaticanus, 4th century, give us early complete-ish Christian Bibles, valuable witnesses to what communities read. 2 common misconceptions. First, there wasn't a single global meeting that invented the canon overnight. It was a long recognition process, not a sudden decree. Second, the so-called Council of Jamnia isn't a formal council locking the Hebrew canon. Rather,